Hello, everybody, and I certainly welcome all of you to, it's that time again. I decided I was, absolutely wanted to do like another live stream very soon because I do get a bit of a kick actually out of doing these live streams. It's like, I know once we get more people in, we'll be able to actually get the show on the road and like start explaining things. However, I decided maybe this would be a good time to try and like go over certain things. It might be an interesting uh hello everyone. So one thing, okay, so as the title might suggest, this is sort of going to be a bit like a slight. It's mostly just going to be focused on primarily one thing, and that's sort of try to talk about how exactly I'm meant to be going about this idea of trying to get to America in just over a year. So let's start with one of the more obvious plans, and the fact is that we're talking roughly 70, like $80,000 is sort of what I've got to like knock up, and well, almost immediately I've got to think about the idea of just. I mean, I've looked at some of the. I'm looking at some of the housing right now and stuff like that, but I'm really like, am I almost out of my depth already? Because pet friendly, apply now, residence. Like, do you guys want to see some of this as well, or am I sort of going a little bit out of my way? Apartments, no apartments in Lincoln. Okay, here we are. I'll tell you what. I'll share the screen. How do I do this? Right. Okay, so what we got here is that this is Lincoln Valley, Lincoln, California, and sort of what we're trying to look for around here is ideally apartments price. What's like maybe minimum should be roughly about like 17. Max, I'm gonna say, let's just say for 2,405, two beds, 1 to 2 beds, three beds. Again, this brings up the idea of possibly trying to think of the idea of like subletting. Which let's try a single family home. Let's try this one first, the one at the bottom here. So that's Los Paldanes, Palamos Loop. So it looks pretty nice. It's spacious. It looks it looks quite. The only thing I'm like a little bit interested in is the fact that the space looks quite. It looks quite spacious, and I've always wondered if that's just means it's going to be quite a lot more expensive, or am I even going to know exactly where to put this much stuff in? Because it's got. Is this the basement or is this just the garage and stuff like that? I really thank you very much, Snowstorm, for showing up. By the way, I really do like it. And details: 2,080 deposit available now. Price shown is base rent and may not include non-optional fees and utilities. Price and availability is subject to change without notice. Well, that doesn't sound good, that does it? Square footage definitions vary. Displayed square footage is approximate. Now, at the same time, I mean, I know, again, I'm already like getting okay. First of all, let's just go for the description. This is a spacious 2-bedroom, 2.5 BA 2-story townhome with 1,151 square feet of living space. Features an open living room with a great view, dining area, and gourmet kitchen with stainless steel appliances, plus granite countertops. The master bedroom has a connected full bathroom and plenty of closet space. Spacious 2-car garage and washer-dryer included in unit. Located close to local restaurants, convenience stores, Forsket Regional Park, playground and sports fields, and Highway 65. Tenants are responsible for all utilities. Water, sewer, and trash will be posted to tenants' ledger, while SMUD slash PG&E will be in the tenant's name. To apply, visit Rental Properties, Eagle Property Management. It's the only thing I've got like against it is again the size of it. I'm almost beginning to think even for like even a property like this, I'm thinking maybe something a bit smaller again. So that's sort of why I'm almost thinking maybe $1,800 for. To be honest, this now in terms of just size, to be honest, this one looks like we're heading a little bit more in the right direction. 6711 Blue Duck Way. I love the name of that street, by the way, and it's. I mean, look at the size of that driveway right there, and even like the size of the garage. The garage size is probably bigger than the actual like house itself, and it's just it. What can I say? It looks really, really like spacious, light. The wooden flooring's a nice touch. I always like the idea of like even carpets just sat in the middle of the room with an occasional table. Up to what looks like a pretty modern cooker, an up to date dryer, a nice friendly reminder here. You know, listen, a good house will have paintings that pose philosophical questions, whilst masterpieces just do it right in the title. Yeah. So now the only real question is that maybe like, well, that bed. Well, first of all, the bedroom obviously looks fantastic already. I'm not too. What do you guys think about green walls? By the way, do you think green walls look a little bit too like I don't know what the word to find is? A little bit like austere, like even with the rest of the house. But I don't know. I've never thought I would be. You see, I would rather be in this sort of room. The blue walls. It gives a little bit more of a reminiscence of perhaps being beside the Pacific Ocean, including the blinds as well. That's like a really nice touch. And to be honest, again, live in this room, rent out this room to somebody else. That's what I would go for. Bathroom, in very good condition. It looks really clean. Garden probably might need to do with a bit of work, to be honest, because it's just all dirt pile here, and it's only like about I'd say 8 feet by but maybe 10 feet for a back garden. I think blue brings in light in the house. Yeah, absolutely, I agree. And imagine waking up to just blue, or even waking up in a bed that's actually because the bed I've always lied on is roughly about like it's only ever intended for one person, but that might be the other slight concern I've always thought about is that why would I, if you were going to live on your own, would you sleep in a double bed? And if so, does it sound as good as it does to sleep in a double bed, or would you just rather sleep in a single bed if you were completely by yourself? By that point, I think sleeping on the couch would probably be a bit more beneficial. But here's the thing. The back garden, even from this angle, this looks a little bit more inviting yet again. Because one thing I was very curious about, and I don't know if it's just down to like the agriculture or just the way like California is, but I wouldn't mind living close to a spot that perhaps maybe had like an allotment of sorts. Like perhaps because you know what I've always would love to do? I would be able to actually go to a place where I could even like grow my own fruit and vegetables. I mean, I know it's early doors and stuff like that, but you've got to look forward to ways to like saving money. And what better ways of saving money than actually being able to grow your own food? Which I know probably like hiring space for that sort of thing is probably a little bit dear. But again, I'll be able to bring in perhaps my own potatoes, strawberries, apples, parsnips. I would be able to like do all of that. I probably wouldn't be able to do something like asparagus though, because I think it's like asparagus takes about 2 years to grow. But I do really like this, however. Yes, I know, but the only problem is that yes, this is technically in Sacramento. But to be honest, again, that's not. It's basically just slightly west of Lincoln Valley, and it kind of ticks all the right boxes in some strange way. You know what I mean? I like it a lot. This one's only 816 square feet, and it is because it is probably a lot smaller. Probably the house would probably just consist of this front room right here, which I do like the front room, but it's interesting to see like a house like they show it, unless of course that's the telly right there on the wall, but it probably isn't. But again, it looks really, to be honest, even if I had like installed a TV, I probably wouldn't be using it all that much. It's really one of those. It's just basically a place to have to come home to and then go to sleep. That's not always what I intend for these sorts of things to do. Oh, and what's this? Discovery home ownership, renting versus buying. Housing costs per month $1,800. Buy over 30 years, 708K to 1.26 million future equity, 318 mortgage interest tax deduction, not return. Renting for 30 years, renting doesn't build equity, renting isn't tax deductible. That's might be the only difference between actually like I probably would. I mean, if things go well and stuff like that, then probably yes, probably buying would be a bit of a better option. But there are other places as well to look at, and I would sleep in a single bed and making plants such as fruits, vegetables, and sometimes a greenhouse required to prevent pests like snails and flies. Yeah, I thought so as well. I'm not entirely sure how much I could say about what issues with like that. And here's basically where it is as well. It's right here on Blue Duck Way, and it's between Duckling Way and Speckle Way in the Don Julio Estates. Not bad. And if we just pull out a little bit, you see, ideally, oh look, it's there's Twin Creeks, Rio Grande, North Sacramento, McAllen Park, North Highlands. Where exactly how far away would this be from like getting to Los Angeles, for example? Actually, it's quite a way. Carmel Valley, Cambria, Montepero, Los Alamos. Okay, so it's probably going to be quite. That's the only issue. Like again, I've had once again is that I understand the idea of like living in California, but is it roughly about like I sort of wanted to ideally look for a place maybe at least maybe I don't know 50 miles outside of Los Angeles, maybe 50 outside of Laverne, California, only because it's slightly further north to Cali. I mean, look, just the amounts of properties. I mean, let's just look for let's house in Compton right now. Let's see let's see what it would be like in example. Let's just I mean, it's got a bathroom. It's got a sink and a toilet. I don't really want to 616 East Elm Street. Actually, no, let's not do that. No, that sounds like a bad omen already. Yeah, bad omen. Okay, let's cats allowed. Fees not specified. Dogs, fees not specified. Well, it's a good thing that we're not really looking for that sort of thing. So, manage rental, sign up. Let's just go back a couple of steps. Let's actually like try and find somewhere like outside of Cali. Well, outside of LA. Fremont sounds a little bit better, but further forward. Oh, okay. This seems okay. Okay, probably far north is Lancaster. Freezer Pine Mountain Club. I like the sound of that. Bear Valley Springs, Baker. Okay, that is something I almost recognize immediately. Do we have like no rental properties available in Bakersfield? I mean, I'm looking at this and look at that. Look how perfectly. I've never seen such a fantastic layout for a city in all my for an entire county in all my life. It's just nothing but square lines that break into more square lines. I mean, look at this. Absolutely fantastic. I mean, I don't even know where I'm even meant to start with that. I'm gonna try and look again, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna be looking for like properties in Bakersfield. Let's see. Let me try and find. Here it is. Okay, so this is Bakersfield. No properties matching the criteria I found in Bakersfield from between 1,500 to 2,500. Let's say 3,500. Let's see if even cuts the mustard. I suspect it probably doesn't, but let's find out. No, what is the average price for? It would cost like nearly $5,000 to like just to live in Bakersfield. In Bakersfield. Nothing again. Okay, so let's just 5,000 and minimum $10,000. Yeah, this is why. Again, I mentioned the thing again about Bakersfield, real estates and homes in Bakersfield. Okay, maybe I was getting this mistaken somewhere like that. Home type. Okay, so no, this isn't gonna work. Let me go fast forward very quickly. We'll actually go to the actual like same website again. Okay, a lot of them. Okay, let's just the very find 4800 Nordic Drive. It's again, it doesn't look anything out of the ordinary. It looks some windows. That's and a nice little iron fence for a door right there. This is, by the way, the only photo of 4800. Monthly rent 1450. 2 bedrooms, 966 square feet of space is what you get. Price shown here is base rent and may not include optional fees. About the property, lovely Valhalla Village condo with all the essentials needed. Conveniently located near restaurants, shopping, and parks. The use of exclamation points leaves me a little bit suspect. It makes me think that this is the sort of house that they desperately want to try and sell, and probably it's worth probably double what they're actually asking for. This condo has been completely updated with granite countertops throughout, stainless steel appliances, newer water heater, so an almost newer water heater and an almost newer AC unit, updated hardware throughout, and the list goes on. Yeah, I'm gonna say that sounds like that sounds like a bud, right? That sounds very their manner was so jazz hands that I feel almost immediately there's something wrong with this. So let's move on. We'll choose the second cheapest, however, 17,715 Rustic Meadow Court, which I know it's quite dry, but you've got some shrubbery around. Inside, it looks pretty good. Luxury duplexes, they're calling this. Well, it certainly looks very light. That's the first thing I'll say nice about it. The countertop looks really good. It's got an. Okay, hang on. I've got a quick question as well. Why is there a sink basically in the middle of a countertop? And have you ever been to a house where the sink is like you okay, so here's me in medic court. I'm sitting here. I'm standing in front of the sink. I'm right here. The something on the stove is boiling away. So I turn that, and immediately I'm facing the stove. And then I could turn again and wash my hands. I'm not too sure, but I've never seen that before. But maybe it's more practical than it sounds. Perhaps. I mean, I would hardly describe that as being the most luxurious solution in the world, but perhaps so. To those, yeah, that even though that condo, it's, The condo is promising, but it does look sketchy. Thank you. I'm glad I'm not the only one who saw that. I think that one. I think I'd rather take that apartment on Elm Street in Compton now. Again, I'm not even like knocking Compton or anything like that, but would you live on a would you live on a place called Elm Street though? That's what I've got to ask. No, no, I didn't think so. That absolutely it doesn't make any sense. So rustic. I don't want to say rustic. Actually, no, rustic does not describe this. It feels like rusty. Like they just put a new slab of paint over it, and they said good job print because well I'm not 100% convinced that. I mean, is there even a bath? I mean, there's closet space, but like, is there? Where's like the bedroom, and where is the? Where's? Well, I mean, okay, here's the actual like bathroom itself, toilet, sink, and that ironically on the same wall. Um, I don't know, guys. I need to ask another very important question. But what if I'm like it's the middle of the night? I desperately need to go to the toilet. I come in here, I sit down on the toilet, and I get up too fast, and I scrape my arm across the countertop here, or right next to the sink. You wouldn't. I wouldn't like that very much, would you? That looks like a hazard in disguise right there. So I'm I'm very very. I mean, like apartments when they're going as cheap as this. In fact, actually, I need to actually speaking of toilets, I need to go very quickly. But tell me what you think of 1213 South Chester Avenue. I mean, it's three bins, and I don't want to know what's hiding in those bins. Oscar could be hiding in there for all I know. At least I like Oscar. That's one thing. Okay, sorry guys, I'm back. That would okay. Here we are. Right. So, Chesterfield has it's got three bins, a sign, a tree, 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 1,010 square feet. About the property. This property features hardwood floors throughout, a spacious kitchen. Yeah, again, this is the problem as well, is that if it was nearly as spacious, they would have just showed pictures. Why are these people? Why are they just so determined to like not actually show any actual other photos apart from these bins? Like, who does that when they're trying to sell something? So yeah, I'm kind of like a little bit stumped right now because what's this? Four baths, 3,366 feet. This cannot be a Sangredo Drive. There's no way this can be as little as that. I mean, look at that. Look at all that space, ladies and gentlemen. Look at the way the staircase goes up and stuff like that. And look at that, an actual like fireplace. And look at the bricked wall right here just for the chimney. Well, for the fireplace. The kitchen space looks really modern and like I can't even find the words. It looks four bedroom home in the southwest. Yeah, it looks really nice. Oh, hang on. But yeah, I'm kind of at a loss because, well, what exactly is what's up with it? If it looks nearly as good as what's the now I've lost the thing. Where is it? Okay, hang on. One bed, 1 bath, and it doesn't. It's. What would you want to live there, guys? Now I can't even seem to find the thing. $900. Let's see what this $900 can do. 900 American dollars. Let's see what it gives you. A room with purple walls. That's what it gives you, and it's very auspicious. The way the door opens here looks really strange. This one's got a well. I'll give this one credit. There's actual space between the sink and the toilet, which I like that. This literally looks like one of those cheapest chips places you would like get when you're like going to holiday in Spain for a couple of days. It doesn't strike me as the sort of place you would probably want to think about living in for a couple of months to a year. This is the closet space. This is one of the ugliest looking couches. This thing is it'd be probably more comfy to sleep on that, actually, in many ways. It looks actually quite big. Well, that backyard is going to need some work. I like the fact it's got like a picnic table. I quite like that. It's a nice little touch. Yeah, that back garden is going to need some work. It's going to need a good at least watering and probably reseeded and stuff like that. 3617 Eucalyptus Drive is what they call it. And I'm assuming that it's literally just this, by the way. I'm assuming that's all it is, because it only gives that out as 1 bedroom and 1 bathroom and 600 square feet of space, which would probably be bigger than the room I basically frequent in right now, but this I need to get something with more space. I'm not gonna lie. A 12-month lease, £900 deposit. Wait, hang on a minute. £900 deposit and a 12-month lease. That's not that bad, actually. This place is actually starting to sound quite good. I mean, I could certainly like hold on to it until like I worked up the ladder. What do you guys think? 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom guest house for rent, $900 per month. Required security deposit, $900, and last month's rent. Complete rental application and income verification. The guest house is located in East Bakersfield near Pioneer Elementary School. Guest house includes AC gated security cameras, private yard, entrance and parking, preferably 2 or less tenants. The guest house is located next to the main house. So this might not even be the utilities are not included. Shared laundry hookups, utilities are not included. Favor de envía. So maybe this was a place that was previously owned, like, or at least shared by like a Mexican family, or like a Hispanic family of some description. Um, yeah, I'm not entirely sure. 900, like, so period, if me and somebody moved into a place like that, it would only be about 450 a month, which is, well, it's considering the circumstances you're gonna have with this move. Hmm. 5 beds, 3 baths, 3,000. Something I'm beginning to like note is that these look like people who should be like on 5-figure salaries for houses like these. And obviously, of literally them just being inhabited by one person is probably not within the. I'm assuming the idea that the landlords of these sorts of places, they would be only considering them to be frequented by ideally one, or at least a small family of, let's say, at least 6 people, or maybe even six persons, all of them who are in work. So that, oh my, that's like one of the biggest tellies I've ever seen in my life, and is it curved, or is it just the way it stood on the wall? Couch, really not. It looks. It almost looks. I would almost say it almost looks bigger from the inside than it does from outside. The curtains look like you almost. It's like a long walk to get to one end of the curtains. Um, it does. It looks really, really nice. I am not going to lie to you guys. I really like the look of this one. I mean, the space right here would be absolutely ideal for like doing like streaming, or doing like videos and stuff like that. Um, Ideally, this was like probably maybe used as a kid's bedroom. Um, Look at that. The way chairs are just sat there, just on the top of the stairs. Master bedroom. It is it me, or maybe like, I don't know. Maybe is it like the everything is so white in this house, or and it's got a pool in the back, and the previous guy has like a barbecue, like, and it's even got a small basketball court. Okay, what's the catch? What exactly is the catch to this? $3,900 deposit available now. Price shown is base rent and may not include non-optional fees. Price availability is subject to change without notice. About ready to call this beautiful oasis home. Discover your very own oasis in this absolutely stunning home for rent in a highly desired gated community. Perfect for a large family and entertaining. This spacious home features 5 bedrooms, 3 baths, a formal living and dining area, a loft, and a 4-car garage, all situated on a corner lot. The home boasts numerous recent upgrades, including newer quartz countertops, modern hardware, stylish light fixtures, a stainless steel appliances. This gorgeous, yeah, that's the thing as well. I'm starting to get the impression that this was like whoever was like living in here last, mind you, $3,900 in rent. And but again, considering all the add-ons and stuff like that, like you're talking like your gas, your electricity, um, or insurance, I'm going to possibly take an estimate that perhaps maybe like rent would be almost nearly $5,000 a month just to live in a place like that. $5,000 a month. So basically, if I was to live in a place like that, I would have to have at least like $130,000 just lying around, and I would have to probably earn maybe something nearly close to about $200,000 a year just to even think about getting into a place like that. Where on earth, like, would anybody be able to find that money anyway? But again, the only reasonable thing to suggest is maybe like move into this place with like a bunch of other guys and well basically start up like a I don't know a house like a flat share and stuff like that. Because even if I moved in with this place with let's say 3 other people, that's basically a grand to 250 we would have to pay a month and stuff like that. But that's the thing I'm beginning to notice with some of these. A lot of these, not I mean, guys, Pine Haven Avenue. Look at that, guys. It leads out to the pool, the French doors, the couch. The couch looks tiny in this room. The carpet, the glass coffee table, across on over the television, fireplace, fan, countertop, the steel knives. This I'm starting to get the impression that if you live in Bakersfield, they're not necessarily this is the first 360 panoramic view of of this entire front room as well. Look at that though. And again, it's just even like the pictures on the walls and all the little fancy knickknacks and stuff like that. This honestly looks like the sort of place you would consider if you were retiring and you were like a millionaire. But this looks like this looks like a palace. This does. I mean, look at that right there, and even this. It just and there's and must have been a very very Christian household because they've got an entire like beautifully framed picture of Jesus Christ above the espresso machine, and again another tabletop with a sink just dumped in the middle of it. I don't know exactly why on earth you would ever think about having a sink right next to an appliance there on the wall, but maybe there's something I don't know about this place yet. The leather chairs, mind you, look at me coming across as like all Gok 1 and stuff like that, but double doors opening onto the front lawn. That's the front of the house. Look, guys, look at that. That's the front of the house. Wow. I mean, look at that. That is, and even the trees, like just that is absolutely beautiful. That's it's got a gym, an actual snooker table. Like, oh my god. Mind you, there is an interesting question I've got to ask because this looks like quite an old picture. It looks like it was taken at least 2007. So, is this place even just? Is it just collecting dust, or was that just an old photo? Again, part of a bed. I'm not too sure of how comfortable I feel about the idea of like having a small table and like chairs and that in what looks like somebody's bedroom. It seems like it seems a little bit cluttered actually this for a bedroom in my opinion. It's got like a small jacuzzi right here in the I'm not entirely sure I'm convinced about why do you need like 2 sinks in the bathroom with a jacuzzi, and then of course you also got another like crucifix beside it. Does God need to see you washing your hands? Is that what he does? Please tell me the toilet is not on the opposite side of the tabletop. No, but there's a door to it. Oh, and I'm sorry, I say jacuzzi. No, it's just a bath just sort of like built into the marble floor. And then kid's bedroom with these sort of walls. It almost looks something like straight out of Blue's Clues. Yet another bedroom that looks like almost like a guest bedroom of some description. And then probably another bedroom again with one of those really bulky, really like cheap leather chairs you would see all the time knocking about in the mid 2000s. That's the thing is this strikes me as like a very early internet, very very moderate house. Well, family would probably be in a place like this, and it's even got canvas to like shield either from the sun or from like stop people from getting in, and it does have like a hot tub right here in the back. and even some pictures of just the garden. Wow. And is that like a chalice and stuff like that? So it's got built into the walls. Like who lived in this house? Like did someone like Michael Jackson live in this sort of? And it's got a power shower. And believe it or not, yeah, that's it. Pine Haven. Like how on earth elegant, spacious for elite family? Yeah, I thought so. This comes across as like a family who another 12 like oh god, like how do I even get my head around like stuff like that? How on how would we go from like Elm Street to Pine Haven? That must be like an absolute nightmare. But good lord, this like puts to shame like so many of the houses on Darris Hall Estate almost immediately. But that is just it's beautiful to behold. It really absolutely like. You know what? Just for fun, what's the most expensive house like available in well, I suppose maybe a studio apartment, uh min max range two tiles, so one bath. Studio, two baths, one. I mean, again, we're trying to think about like cost efficiency and stuff like that, but okay, that looks is that a house, or is that just like it looks like a giant tree house that fell out of the tree? What is this? 1207 San Emidio Street. It it looks like literally it looks like somebody just built this in their back garden. Is this the front door? Or is this the back door? And again, three doors and wait a minute. What's that? That almost looks. I don't know if it's just like the paint or the plaster, but that looks almost like tarp, as though it's covering something, as though it was like fumigated years ago and they just never took the tarp off. 9 foot. What? How? Okay, 502 square feet. This is going to be like the smallest amount of space yet we've seen for these places. Price shown here is base rent and may not include non-optional fees and utilities. Price and availability is subject to change without notice. Square footage definitions vary. Displayed square footage is approximate. It doesn't really seem to suggest like anything else. Located less than 2 miles from downtown, the Olinda Sunset neighborhood of Bakersfield offers a variety of charming and affordable bungalows. Hmm. I suppose it's true and stuff like that. Oh well, that's yes. Well, I mean, they've blown me away with this. It's got your central heating. It's got a tumble dryer. Hey, that's. I mean, what more do you want? So I've got to like think about what like for low income and house resident for a student doesn't have anything available for it. What about just have we have something for income and they don't have anything for low income? Okay, I thought so. Maybe just one more time before we how about we just see all results for California? Nah, I can't think of nothing. Yeah. I think, to be honest, this might possibly be where I just sort of want to like think about possibly ending it. But actually, no, we'll just leave that for now, because if for no reason it was just a way to like explore it. Now there are like other things I did want to like openly just say on stream whilst I have this have the moment to do so. The first and probably the most important of them is that the proper dates for beginning this incredible journey of ours is going to start ideally in 2 hours time. So what I have to do is like get to work almost immediately, and the way I'm going to consider getting to work is, well, start like right now. So if you've just joined us, we've spent like at least 45 minutes literally just checking out estates and like housing and stuff like that in the state of California. We first look at stuff in Lincoln Valley, then we look down towards Bakersfield. I know that living, of course, in California could be quite expensive. So obviously, compromises are going to have to be made, and some of them include the idea that probably like moving in with people, like making friends out there in California. And we sort of just like, I don't know, flat share and stuff like that. Let's hope you'll find a great house. Thank you so much there, Snowstorm, because realistically, one thing that actually could work, like maybe in our favor, stuff like that, is that I moved in with friends I made out in California. We started off somewhere quite small, and then we sort of like worked up through the system. And that's what I think is going to be an interesting a challenge, if you will, to this sort of expedition to get to America. Is that, consider this like the beginning of, let's say, a God of War video game. You start off with like no experience, no red orbs. Your health and your mana are very, very low. And what you've got to do is you've got to go through the game. You've got to collect items. You've got to collect weapons. You've got to level up your health and your mana. And you have to take down incredibly tough opposition until towards the end of the game, you are basically on par with the gods of Olympus. That's basically the only real castway I can suggest. Castway? I can suggest how this whole thing is going to work. So, what else can we suggest? What else can we do to possibly put our minds in the right direction? Well, there is one suggestion I did have. I know it's a bit of a long shot, but how would you guys like to play a game with us right now? How about we try and take some time out and actually did something quite unique and fun? So how about we play a little game? Because it was for possibly the fifth time I've applied for this. So let's see. Hang on 1 second. There we go. What do you think? What do you guys think? Is that do you guys ever played Millionaire before? Oh, and by the way, yes, it says that. Whoa, hang on. New content available. Oh, hang on. Hang on. Wait. 1 second. 1 second. Why does it need to show me? I already got like the extra material and stuff like that for this. Special promotion, like offer ends 11 July. No, I'm not interested. Go away. Okay, so that should be that. Okay, so hang on. Let me just new edition, new edition, new edition, new edition. Oh, okay. So let's. How about we just we play a little game? Because I should make it clear, ladies and gentlemen, that I applied for this show for like the 10th time and stuff like that. For like the 10th time and stuff like that. So what we're gonna do is that just to pass the time and make it a little bit more fun, is that we are going to see if we can get to $1 million, and well, that's basically the name of the game here. And basically, we got as many themes as we can, and now we've got to choose this smug prick right here, Ruben, and Well, here we go. So, best of luck, ladies and gentlemen, and let's play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? New question. Something dull or ordinary is often described by which of these phrases? Run of the mill, hop of the bill, skip of the hill, or jump of the Jill? Okay, very easy place to start. Run of the mill, final answer. Yes. Okay, we're off to a fantastic start here. I've not made a complete ass of myself so far. Okay, so first question down. Let's go. What is the first installment of the Halo game series to feature an online multiplayer mode? Halo Combat Evolved, Halo 2, Halo 3, Halo Reach. That's Halo 2, right? Yeah, that's got to be it. Yeah, it's got to be. Oh my god, I'm so good at this already. I must be insane. That was almost like the first one I was going to be a little bit okay, was it though? But no, I guess I was right. Which fictional boy lived in Never Neverland? Christopher Robin, Robin Hood, Peter Pan, Peter Pumpkin Eater. I don't know jack about it. I neither do I, but I know that much. Multiplayer it started off in at least 2004, and they recently closed their servers. Peter Pan. Okay, question number 5. Which movie poster is limited to a gun and Clint Eastwood's profile on a black background? Firefox, The Dead Pool, Honky Tonk Man, Pink Cadillac. Which movie poster is limited to a gun and Clint Eastwood's Firefox, The Honky Tonk Man, The Dead Pool, Pink Cadillac? I'm gonna ask the audience. Where's there it is. B, the dead pool. Okay, that's come on ground and yes, there we are. I don't remember if this is set on hard, but I think it's just set on normal. Which sprinter was the 100-meter gold medalist in 1992 and was disqualified in the finals 4 years later? Christopher Lementier, Linford Christie, Usain Bolt, Justin Gatlin. Okay, let me think. Linford Christie, I don't think. Usain Bolt was too early for 1992. Justin Gatlin or Christopher. Oh dear, this is Christopher. Okay, Justin oh god, this is oh man. Christopher, come on, okay, that's tails never heads never fails. Come on. I couldn't ever remember if there was ever a point in which I would have suggested Linford Christie ever got disqualified. Bollocks anyway. Right, okay, let's try that again. Let's go for it. Okay, normal without timer. Not that I think that timer is going to be of much use at this point. Ruben, yeah, come on, Ruben, let's go. Never mind, ladies and gentlemen, you learn something new every day. Linford Christie got disqualified in the 1996 Olympics. 96. When were the Olympics held in 96? That's hopefully that doesn't come up again. Which letter completes the title of Tony Kaye's film American History X, released in 1998? It's in the title. Come on, that's a trick question. They when has Millionaire ever given you a trick question though? They don't do that, do they? What is the name of the chameleon man who portrayed by Woody Allen in the eponymous film? Zelig, Zadig, Zeppelin, Voltaire. Oh god, I don't friggin' watch Woody Allen films. The guy's a creep. Oh man. I'm asking the audience. Oh my god, frig me. Zelig. Okay. Can anybody tell me? Has anybody ever watched Zelig? Is it any good? I don't know what I meant to say that. Of which superhero group is Wonder Woman a founding member? Justice League. That's pretty easy. Technically, well, okay, strictly speaking, that's not even true anyway. That's Wonder Woman was the founding member of the Justice Society of America. Justice League was, well, I mean, yes, she was a part of it, yes, but Justice Society came before. Which term refers to compulsory enlistment into the armed forces? Conscription. Yeah, that's pretty easy. Okay, we're on to a good start so far. Which of these is another name for a robot? Automat, automaton, autobahn, autobiography, automaton. I only said no because I never watched the movie. Okay, fair enough. Yes, there we are. £1,000. We are there, guys. California, here we come. So, let's see if we can. There we go. Let's get further. Which type of bird has varieties called Emperor, Galapagos, and Rockhopper? Penguin. That's easy. Okay, next for this is for £4,000. So okay, let's focus, guys. Come on. For which football club did Dennis Law play his last league match? Liverpool, Manchester City, Leeds United, Everton. Oh fuck me. Okay, right. Okay, let's. Okay, let me think about this very, very specifically. Dennis Law was like 1980s to my knowledge. That doesn't really help me. Okay, so in 1980s, like England, Liverpool were nigh on almost unbeaten for like years. Leeds United was um run by Brian. I need a phone a friend. If I had to like give my flowers, maybe either Liverpool or Leeds. Let me phone a friend. Yeah, I'm I gave you a trick question about Walt Disney. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so here we go. Come on, Dad, don't let me down. B, and it wasn't even close. Manchester City. Okay, come on, Dad. Did Dennis Law play for Manchester City in his last match? Yes, he did. Oh, thank God. Thank you so much, Dad. Dennis Law played his last match for Manchester City. All right. Okay, so we're 2 lifelines down. I'm not going to use the swap feature, so we're only got 1 lifeline. What actress stars as Disney's famous nanny in the 2018 movie Mary Poppins Returns? Oh God, bollocks to hell with this. You know what? Where is it? Jessica Chastain. I don't care at this point if I get it wrong. Okay, let's. Come on. Damn it. I don't watch Disney reboots. I'm sorry. What do you want from me? They know better. They know absolutely better because I don't watch remakes. These aren't they're not for me. They're never going to get a rise out of me at all. That's all there is. But okay, let's we're gonna try again. Solo, normal. Come on, give me something that actually give me a question that actual human beings would be able to know. Oh, you didn't know that Emily Blunt was in Mary Poppins Returns? Yeah, yeah. You didn't watch like it's Mary Poppins Returns? No, of course. Why would we watch Mary Poppins Returns? Because it's got Emily. Okay, I don't know what I was going for. When you treat someone with tact or caution, you're said to use kid gloves. There we go. We're not hanging around this time. We're going to win this. Kid gloves. Booyah. What is the name of Superman's female associate, Lois Lane? Olive Oil. Isn't that Green Arrow? No, it's Oliver King. Yeah, okay. Which of these is a classic children's card game? Go swim, go cook, go fish, go eat. Go fish. Booyah. Complete the title of the award-winning film Driving Miss Daisy. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, we're blasting through these. It's like, what's that one contestant? Do you have a problem with it? Yeah. What do the three H's in the rest of Triple H's names stand for? Hunter Hearst Helmsley. There we go. We're getting there. $1,000 literally in like 30 seconds. In which sport does a game begin with a jump ball at the center circle? That's basketball, obviously. That's got to be that basketball. It's not netball, not hockey, not lacrosse. No, yeah, that's pretty straightforward. In which episode of the Halo game series does Master Chief go into cryogenic sleep? Okay, let me think about this. Halo 2, he doesn't do that. Halo 3, it ends with Master Chief taking off his helmet and walking into the distance. Halo 4 and... Okay, so it's... You know what? I'm going to use Ask the Audience, but I know one that it's not. Oh. Was it Halo 4 where Master Chief takes off his helmet and walks it? It probably is. Maybe I was thinking of Halo 4. Oh dear. In 1977, the Sex Pistols released the single Anarchy in the UK. How did we go from like two questions in the span of 5 minutes about the Halo series, and then we go straight to the Sex Pistols? Like, at least something that, again, I'm very well acquainted with. That's better. Which of these is not related to the Brussels sprout? Cabbage, onion, broccoli, or cauliflower? Oh dear. Okay, so Brussels sprout is cabbage, broccoli, onion. Not related. So as in like not in the same family, not in the same group. Okay, cabbage you can like take off. Onion, they've is it a question about them having layers? Because cauliflower doesn't necessarily have layers, but neither does broccoli. I'm gonna do a 50-50 on this. Okay, so computer, please take away 2 random wrong answers. Leave James the right answer and the one remaining wrong answer. Well, then it's got to be broccoli then. Oh, for God's... What? What do you mean? What do you mean? How is... How is broccoli even related to a Brussels sprout anyway? Chad, are you... is it me, or is this game like taking the mickey out of me somewhat? Because in which... I'm never eating Brussels sprouts again. Onions have layers that... well, technically Brussels sprouts have layers as well that you could like peel away, but they're more leaves. I suppose maybe, but then again, how does okay, let's put this. Okay, let me explain to you like this. Okay, you can peel away the leaves of a Brussels sprout. You can peel away like the layers from an onion. What can you do with broccoli? You can't peel it away. You could only like pull the stems away. That's not really peeling. So you see why I'm trying. You see why I without timer. Who knows that kind of bullshit anyway. That I'm sorry. What if I well to be honest, if I get asked a question like that on the show, I'm literally just walking out. I'm not even going to entertain this. Which symbol is used by teachers to show that an answer is correct? Yeah, check. That's fantastic. But what if the teacher was really, really dense and just didn't give a shit? What if that was the teacher's priority? Okay. What does young Billy Batson have to say before transforming into a superhero Shazam? In The Princess Bride, which actor reads the fairy tale to the grandson? No idea. I've never seen The Princess Bride. That's technically my fault, but well, it wasn't, Andre the Giant. One who does not believe without proof is known as a doubting Thomas. In which decade of the 20th century does the action of the film Grease take place? In which decade? That 60s. That's pretty easy. Again, I've never watched Grease, and I don't know, and I don't care. That's the problem with this, is that half the times I just want to tell the presenter I don't care. How am I? Okay. Oh God. What you can see the yeah. Who's even got the time to even watch Grease anyway? It's like, is it even good, guys? Actually, probably try not to let me know about stuff like that. So I'm never going to find out these sorts of things, and unless I actually bother to sit down and learning to get over it. So okay, you know what? One more try. Let's just do this. One more try. I haven't watched Grease, but I'm always more of a Seinfeld guy. Good for you. Good for you, my friend. Nervous laugh. Yeah, thank you. Where did the first Winter Olympics take place? Vancouver? Right, that's it. Game over. I've had enough of this already. Yeah, forget that. Literally, this is only really like my fourth or so stint at trying to did I just rage quit? Is that what I just did? Yeah, I agree for that. Good lord. I wish I had the words apart from the fact that my scalp is starting to look extremely bad. Yeah, good lord. The thing I've just noticed with my scalp. It doesn't even matter if I grow. Am I prematurely balding i- because or is my hair just like so fine and so thin that it doesn't matter how much of it grows, you're gonna see like what my scalp looks like, and again, there's like I could like push. I can't even really like push it down because you could just see it. It just sort of like goes back into shape like moments later. It's just yeah, that does not look good. Oh my god, that's dreadful. That is. Okay, so I think actually to be honest, that's where I'm going to actually like call it a day. Just I don't know what to say, guys. I'm very I feel embarrassed and I feel like I've almost completely wasted your evening. So there'll be a more detailed discussion tomorrow, and I cannot wait to sort of you guys again next time. So thanks for chilling out with us and stuff like that. And oh god, I've completely wasted your time. I'm so sorry. Oh dear.